go Brownies, here we go. Here we go Brownies, here we go. Here we go Brownies, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go Brownies, here we go. Here we go Brownies, here we go. Here we go Brownies, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Cleveland is the city and town, orange and brown. You know what's going down. We reppin' that dog pound. Fans going crazy. Dogs want a bone. Offense headed straight to the end zone. Ground game, pound game. This is our season. Now we need to stop. Let's go defense. Special team running back 6 for the score. Extra point good and the whole crowd roar. Here we go Brownies, here we go. Here we go Brownies, here we go. Here we go Brownies, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
What's up and what's good? Welcome to All About Sports 216 Cleveland Browns Postgame. This is your man, Keith Allen. I'm up here chilling, feeling myself. The Browns won today. Got their first win of the season, 18-13 over the Jacksonville Jaguars. I was wrong, but I'm happy I'm wrong. The Browns are now 1-1 in the AFC North and could be no worse than second place. No worse than second place this week. And we got the New York Giants next week. But this is your man, Keith Allen. And I'm going solo today and everything. But first off, let's get to some things real quick in my captions real quick. First of all, the chat lines are open. Feel free to hit me up. Say whatever you want to say about the game today. Because the Browns pulled it out against the Jacksonville Jaguars, moving their record to 1-1. The Jacksonville Jaguars are now 0-2. Now, let me ask y'all a question. Whoever would have thought that the Baltimore Ravens would be 0-2 to start the season? And I said it would be a drop-off with the Ravens this year. They're 0-2. They lost to the Las Vegas Raiders, 26-23. But the chat lines are open, so feel free to hit me up. All chats, hit us up, hit me up. I'm by myself today. I'm rolling solo. Also, the Browns won today, and the Cleveland Guardians won today. They won 2-0 over the Tampa Bay Rays. But right now, we're going to talk about the Browns. Also, like, subscribe, share this video on the Alaviz Media 2 YouTube channel. But like and subscribe, like and share and subscribe to the Alaviz Media 2 YouTube channel. But like and share the video as well. Hey, the Browns pulled it out. They pulled it out. They definitely pulled it out. They pulled it out. Man, 1-1. I was actually wrong. But I'm glad to be one. I'm glad to be wrong. I'm glad to be wrong. I'm up here writing this up real quick to go on my ticker real quick. Let's see. The Cleveland Browns defeated the Jacksonville Jaguars. Browns 1-1. And also, shout out to Deshaun Watson. He played a real good game today. And he redeemed himself. He made plays. Unfortunately, a lot of drop passes and everything. You know, Mari Cooper killed me on the drop passes and everything. But Deshaun Watson redeemed himself today. He definitely redeemed himself. Hopefully now consistency now has to take place now. Need to see him do it 2 straight games or whatever. Need to see him do it continuously. Everything. But he played a pretty efficient game. I'm going to get to the stats in a minute. Uh-oh. Wrong thing. Okay, 18-13. There we go. We got that. I'll save that. I'm up here doing it as I talk and everything. Had a little company and everything, but everything is good and all that. Also, whoa, wait a minute. Messed up there. Hold up. Got to get that right. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now, the Cleveland Browns defeated the Jacksonville Jaguars. Wow. Hold on. I'm messing up here. Brother man's so excited that I forgot to put. I just got Cleveland Browns defeated the Jacksonville. All right. It should be right. There we go. Now we're right. Cleveland Browns defeated the Jacksonville Jaguars 18-13. Shout out to all my people that is watching on LinkedIn, watching on YouTube, watching me on X or Twitter, and watching me on Facebook. Shouts out to all y'all. I want to see them comments coming in. Keep them rolling, keep them strolling in and everything. Shout out to all y'all that's watching. Also, I want to do a special shout out to two people that are no longer here with us, but they were Browns fans. And I like to say my prayers and condolence for Patrick Longbreak, who's no longer with us, but my prayers and condolences to his family. He was a definitely Browns fan. Also, my prayers and condolence to my man, Kevin Big Kev Harvey, who was just tailgating last week. And he's no longer with us. But my prayers and condolences go out to his family as well. Y'all was looking down at us. Y'all helped the Browns get that victory. I know. I definitely know. Shouts out to y'all. And may y'all rest in peace and everything. But now let's get back to the game and everything. Because, with the Browns, they did some things good. And they did some things good today. They stuck with the running game today. Stuck with the run. But first, I'm going to go with the good far as for the Browns today. The good is the Browns defense held Jacksonville to 13 points. 13 points. And in crunch time, when they needed it the most, they got a big time safety with 1:44 seconds left, with Jacksonville pinned deep in their territory, thanks to our punter, Mr. Bjorkes. We got a huge safety by Alex Wright. Good sack, my man. Sacked Trevor Lawrence. But the Browns defense, man, y'all get a game ball today. Y'all part of the good. Also, Deshaun Watson, who redeemed himself. He went 22 of 34 for 186 yards with run rushing TD. He only got sacked twice. He was a victim of a few drop passes, which his numbers probably would have been a lot better, but Deshaun redeemed himself today. Also, shout out, another game ball goes to our running backs. Jerome Ford, who was really effective in the first half, but he had 7 rushes for 64 yards. He didn't really do too much tiptoeing and dancing. He hit straight for the holes. Also, Deonta Foreman, who got the tough yards. 14 rushes for 42 yards. Also, Jared Jeudy gets a game ball today. Jared Jeudy, 5 receptions, 73 yards. And he made a couple key receptions during one of the Browns' drives in the fourth quarter, which honestly, I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to tell you the truth, it was thwarted by the guys in the zebra stripes. They had more, it was more penalty flags going down. And I said to myself, God, we didn't come to see y'all. Came to see, I ain't turned the TV on to see the zebra stripes all day. I wanted to watch a football game. But Jared Jeudy had a good game. Elijah Moore had a pretty decent game. 6 catches for 44 yards. On special teams, Dustin Hopkins. And you notice I'm still in the good. Still in the good. 3 for 3 on field goals today. Huge. Dustin Hopkins has been solid as nails since putting on a Cleveland Brown uniform last year. The D-line, 3 sacks, one by Myles Garrett, one by Jefferson, and a huge one by Alex Wright. That safety in the fourth quarter made the difference of the game because now, instead of going for a time field goal, the Jaguars got to go for a touchdown. So shouts out to y'all for the good, for the Browns. Now, unfortunately, I have to go with the bad as well. Have to say the bad, the good comes with the bad. The bad is with the Browns, too many penalties. Too many penalties. But, too many penalties. The good also is no damn turnovers. For the Browns offense, no turnovers this week. I think that's probably the first time, maybe since 2022, since the Browns went through a game with no turnovers. Shout out to the Browns offense. And Kevin Stefanski caught a pretty good game plan, especially in the first half. Because he had Jacksonville off balance definitely in the first half. But with the bad, too many penalties, like I was saying. 13 penalties for 100 yards, that's too much. That's too much, and you will not beat the elite with too many mistakes like that. 13 penalties, you can't, that's unsustainable. That would kill you against Kansas City's, the Baltimore's, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati's, especially in our division, and kill you against Buffalo's, the tougher teams that the Browns will face, Philadelphia Eagles. So they got to clean that up. They definitely have to clean that up. Also, Amari Cooper, what's going on, kid? He had a few drop passes. Man, he had one. Oh, my God. He was wide open. Wide open. And you had a few more yards to gain with the catch. Deshaun was putting the ball in their hands today. He was putting the ball in their hands today. I got to give Deshaun credit and everything. Because, hey, he had a solid start today. He had a solid start. Now, thing is staying healthy and getting consistent with the solid starts and everything, for Deshaun. But I like what I seen today. Definitely like what I seen today. But the Browns are 1-1. Next week, the Browns will be facing the New York Giants, who are 0-2, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look at my little cheater board here and everything. I think the Giants are 0-2. Let's see. The Browns had 185 yards rushing today. Shots out to the... And also, good also, the offensive line and defensive lines both set the line of scrimmage. Now, the offense struggled a little bit in the second half, mainly because of penalties. But for the most part, they got the job done and everything. Let me see. The New York Giants. Let me scroll down. Yeah, the New York Giants lost to the Washington Commanders 21-18. The Giants are 0-2. So next week, it'll be the Cleveland Browns 1-1 going against the New York Giants that are 0-2. Now, here are my chats. Hit me up. I'm up here chilling. Browns won today. We're 1-1. One of many. one of many wins to come this year and everything. And I also like that they did some wrinkles on 4th and short with the quarterback sneak and the one run they had with Jerome Ford that completely caught the Jacksonville Jaguars off guard. Browns made some things happen today. They made plays. Unfortunately, got to clean those penalties up. Definitely got to clean the penalties up. But other than that, it was a tough win. And don't get it twisted. Jacksonville is a pretty damn good team. So this is not a cheap win. The Browns went into Jacksonville on the road, especially after getting their asses whooped last week against Dallas. And look at this. What a difference a week makes. Dallas, I had them favored against New Orleans, and New Orleans kicked the Cowboys' ass. Beat them 44-19. It was the Alvin Kamara show. Go figure. Imagine that. But like they say, any given Sunday in the NFL. Any given Sunday. I can go over some scores for you all real quick. Let's see. Let's go over some scores real quick. Okay. The LA Rams is trailing the Arizona Cardinals 24-3 in the second quarter with 1:50 left. Wow. The Pittsburgh Steelers are up over the Denver Broncos, which I predicted. They're up 7-0. The Cincinnati Bengals and Kansas City Chiefs are tied at 10 in the second quarter. Chicago Bears Houston Texans is tonight at 8:20. The New Orleans Saints ran all over the Dallas Cowboys 44-19. The Las Vegas Raiders, you got to consider an upset, defeated the Baltimore Ravens 26-23. The Washington Commanders defeated the New York Giants 21-18. And the LA Chargers defeated the Carolina Panthers 26-3. And the Green Bay Packers, without Jordan Love, got the win at home as they defeated the Indianapolis Colts 16-10. And that's with Malik Willis starting at quarterback. The Minnesota Vikings, behind a 93-yard touchdown pass to Jefferson from Sam Darnold, defeated the San Francisco 49ers 23-17. And the Seattle Seahawks defeated the New England Patriots in OT 23-20. I'm going to say this about the Patriots. A lot of people had them pegged to win about 3-4 games. They're not going to be easy wins. They're not going to be easy wins at all. What's up, my guy? What's up, Ben? How you doing, big dog? Hey, I just want to know what's going on with Cooper. You said you're dead on about Cooper. 2 games, wide open for TDs, and he dropped the ball. Help me out and tell me about the possible trade of Cooper. He must have thought he got traded or something. Don't realize he's still wearing orange and brown. And everybody was talking about Deshaun's money. Think about this. The Browns guaranteed Amari Cooper's money as well and added on some incentives. They guaranteed that $22 million. So what's up, Cooper? I got to get more than that, my man. Because think about this. You got to help your quarterback out. And it wasn't like Deshaun wasn't far off on his passes today. Them passes to Cooper that he dropped was in his hands. It was right in the breadbasket, basically. Right there where they should have been caught. I don't know. And this is like the second week in a row for Amari Cooper. Got to find out what's going on and everything. The New York Jets also defeated the Tennessee Titans on the road. Aaron Rodgers gets his first victory as a New York Jet, 24-17. And the Tampa Bay Baker Mayfields went up to Detroit and defeated the Detroit Lions 20-16. That's the scores. That's the scores for this Sunday so far and everything. Hey, Tampa Bay, they're going to be tough in the NFC South. Be honest, because he got Mike Evans, he got the other he got receivers, they got a strong defense. Tampa Bay ain't giving up that division without a fight. Even though everybody say it's Atlanta's division to win, I don't know, because I'm not really all in on Kirk Cousins like that. But but Tampa Bay is 2-0, starting off the season pretty well, 2-0, and they do play defense in Tampa. So hey, but I really want to know what is going on with Amari Cooper, because he's supposed to be the lead guy, and that makes you really concerned about the Browns wide receiver core, because we don't really have that one. Jared Judy had a good game today, for real, for real. He had a real good game today. Now, could this be a sort of changing of the guard where Judy eventually becomes that number one target over Amari Cooper? Because right now, Amari Cooper validating the Browns' argument of why they wanted to trade him for IU. For real. They are validating the Browns' argument, for real. Because, I mean, man. But the Browns' defense, they was tough. They was tough today. They hung in there and everything. And, hey. But the penalties wiped away possible turnovers. Just can't. The Browns make too many penalties in order to win successfully. Like I said, they got away with it today in Jacksonville. But could you get away with it with having 13 penalties against Pittsburgh? Could you get away with having 13 penalties against Kansas City? Or could you get away with 13 penalties against Baltimore or Cincinnati? They can't do that. They have to clean that part of the game up. That's the main thing that concerns me with the Browns. It's the penalties. The mental lapses, the mistakes. The penalties. They have to find a way to quell those. They have to definitely find a way to quell that. But other than that, it's a Browns win. Hit me up with the comments. Hit me up. Just up here chilling. I'll be on here for another 15, 20 minutes maybe and everything. I'm rolling solo by myself today. Right, Ben. That's what I said. How do you get a penalty on a kickoff? And that would have been huge. They probably could have sealed Jacksonville's fate then. If they would have made good, if they hadn't committed a penalty on the kickoff. Because it turned out to be a turnover, but it got nullified by a penalty on the kickoff. Like I said, the thing that would bedevil them is this team makes too many penalties. 13 penalties, that's too much. 13 penalties. You cannot substantially win with 13 penalties. And to be honest, the penalties really, in a sense, kept Jacksonville in the game. For what not, for real. Which really kind of got them back in the game. With the penalties, it seemed like every time in the second half, you seen a flag after every other play. Well, like I said to myself, damn, is we here to see the football teams or the refs? It was like offense, every positive play in the second half, wiped out due to penalty. Where the Browns had the ball, I think, around the Jacksonville 20-something yard line to end up with a 3rd and 36 where they had to punt. But luckily, Bjorkes put a punt in the coffin corner, and Jacksonville held the ball at the 2-3 yard line, and then Trevor Lawrence got sacked on the next play. But can't survive like that with too many pre-snap penalties or whatnot, or during the snap penalties or whatever. It's just too much, too much, and it will come back to bite them if they don't get that situation quelled. It will definitely come back to bite them. But let me ask y'all, watching, what did you think about Deshaun Watson's performance today? What did y'all think about his performance? Also, happy birthday to Deshaun. He turned 29 yesterday. Happy birthday to him. Got a victory for his birthday. What do y'all think about Deshaun Watson's performance? I think he did pretty good. I think he redeemed himself. Now, is it 300 yards and stuff, whatnot? No, 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 no. He had a few drop passes and everything. But like I said, Ben, you're right. Much better. Much better than before. And like I said, truthfully and all being fairness, that was kind of like his preseason game last week against Dallas and everything. And I think from here on out in future training camps, I think Stefanski and the brass would be much behooved to play the starters. I ain't saying you got to play the starters a whole half or the whole game during preseason, but at least let them get a series or two in so they can get their feet wet. So then when the regular season come, everything doesn't look like a blur to the Browns. Thing doesn't look like a blur. But yeah, Deshaun's was way much better, way much better. More efficient. Just imagine if it wasn't for the drop passes. Because he was putting them in there today. He was putting them in there. And the offensive line kind of redeemed themselves, too. They redeemed. Think about it. The offensive line was starting two tackles. Well, they were starting Hudson at the left tackle. And really, besides the one little penalty, holding penalty from Hudson, he actually played okay today. He actually played okay today. Now, I was concerned when DeJuan Jones went out for a second in the first half, went out for a minute in the first half. I was like, damn, who in the world going to play right tackle now? Hopefully, the Browns can get our tackles back. Hopefully. Hopefully soon. But I did say last week, Nick Chubb will probably be back before both our starting tackles will. And right now, I'm looking pretty right. I'm looking pretty right about that. But one thing I did notice about the Browns, they need some speed. They need some speed at wide receiver and everything because they ain't got nobody that can get away from anybody. They need some speed. And that's the one thing the Browns got missing out the offense. Like with Deshaun, when he had a Houston, he had a burner and everything. Where he had the wide receiver that can make the catches, D-Hop. But he also had the other cat, I forgot the dude's name, but he was injured a lot. But dude was a burner, and he was huge for D-Hop and Deshaun. That's what the Browns need, another burner and stuff. They need a burner. Now, hopefully, Kadarius Toney can work out. Hopefully. We'll see. That remains to be seen. But we shall see very soon in the future. But anyway, the Browns got the victory. Got their first victory of the season. They defeated the Jacksonville Jaguars 18-13. The Browns are now 1-1 as they take on the New York Giants next week at Huntington Bank Field. I almost slipped that up, but at Huntington Bank Field next week. Also, a special announcement. The pregame show, which normally would come on at Sundays at 12, will come on Saturday evening, either at 8 or 9 o'clock, at a time to be determined, either 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. I'm thinking more likely 9 p.m. because brother got to go to Call of Duty on Sunday for a little bit and make them ducats. So next week, I will not be on early on Sunday. I will not be on at 12 o'clock on Sunday afternoon, but I will be on with the Browns pregame Saturday evening at either 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. I'll announce that later on this week. I'll definitely announce that later on this week as the Browns take on the New York Giants and hopefully go for victory number 2 and everything, because we do got the Giants. But like I said, any given Sunday, anything can happen. Think about it. If you ask 10 people if they thought the Las Vegas Raiders was going to beat the Baltimore Ravens today, I guarantee you 10 out of 10, and I can tell you about 5 that's probably even Las Vegas Raiders fans would have told you there's no way in hell the Raiders could beat the Baltimore Ravens. But guess what? It happened. It happened. It happened. That's why we got to play them out every Sunday. But like I said, with this soft spot of the schedule coming up for the Browns, think about it. We got the Giants coming up this week. We got the Washington Commanders the week after. Then we got the Las Vegas Raiders. If the Browns really can be on it, it could be possibly 4-1. And that first loss to Dallas could probably be a distant memory. It would be a distant memory. Imagine getting off to a 4-1 start where everybody was talking doomsday during the week. Doomsday? And if Deshaun can keep playing at the level, keep playing better, and steadily improving his performance, you never know. You never know. You never know. But anyway, the Cleveland Browns got it done today. Definitely got it done today. And think about it, the Guardians won also. They beat the Tampa Bay Rays 2-0 today. Shout out to the Guardians, who hopefully soon their magic number must be about 8. I guess 8 probably. As far as to clinch the AL Central in the American League. 8. Going to be 8. I think in the future I'll have a baseball playoff preview of what the Guardians may do in the playoffs and everything like that. I'll say this about the Guardians. Could take them against KC and Minnesota. And maybe Detroit. All depends who get that last spot. But New York, Houston, and Baltimore, might be a little tough for them. Might be tough sledding for them. Because their offense comes and goes. And besides the offense, besides Jose Ramirez and Josh Naylor, who else could be a producer for the Guardians? But anyway, back to football. Back to football. As the Browns be heading on their third game and another game closer to hopefully the return of Nick Chubb. Because Nick Chubb is out for the first 4 games. So now we're heading on game number 3. But the running game was solid today. It was solid. It did its job. It was effective. It did just like what Dallas did last week. It was effective. It was effective enough to keep Jacksonville off balance, keep them honest, the way they couldn't just key in on Deshaun, especially in the first half. Because the Browns had a lot of 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5s in the first half. Now in the second half, due to penalties and whatnot, that changed a lot. It was a lot of 3rd and 10 and whatnot and going on, but that was due to penalties. But the running game, for the most part, was effective today. It was definitely effective, but like I said, the wide receivers, the Browns need a burner. And right now, I don't know what's going on with Amari Cooper, but he gonna have to figure it out. He is definitely gonna have to figure it out. You're gonna have to figure it out. And I gotta say, honestly, Stefanski and them had a pretty decent game plan and everything, for the most part. They had a pretty decent game plan, but I think penalties marred a lot. 13 penalties is way too many to be getting in an NFL game. Like I said, 13 penalties is way too much. But on the inside, what's up, Ben? Let's go, Cleveland. Good to hear the show. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Shit, I gotta go get this grass. I gotta go get my grass cut. Oh, no doubt. It'll be next Saturday evening, Ben. Next Saturday, probably about 8. I would say 8 o'clock next Saturday. 8 p.m. But good hearing from you, brother. Definitely good hearing from you. It's a beautiful day outside, too. Definitely a beautiful day outside. But anyway, I got to figure out a time where I can do the All About Sports show, the regular show. Because now I do the Browns pregame on Sunday, and I got to figure out a day which I could do the show. Maybe on a Saturday, like a Saturday afternoon. What y'all think? Saturday afternoon, do the All About Sports weekend show and everything on a Saturday afternoon. Thinking. Got to get that because I like to cover the Guardians too. Also, and pretty soon the Cavs will be starting up because training camp for the Cavs will be starting probably within a week, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, something like that. Something like beginning of October or late September. This season is going quick. And think about this. This could be a year where all 3 of our sports teams can make the playoffs. Browns made the playoffs last year with this past season. The Guardians, right now, way it looks, unless they have a massive breakdown, can make the playoffs. And the Cavs made the playoffs this past year. The Cavs made the playoffs. Now, that usually don't happen in Cleveland like that. It usually doesn't happen in Cleveland like that. But shouts out to all 3 teams for getting to the playoffs in the previous year and stuff. Well, the Guardians, as of now and everything, look like they're basically a lock unless something drastic and dastardly happens. happens. But anyway, y'all, I'm about to get up out of here. Shouts out to all y'all that watch. Shouts out to all y'all that watch me on LinkedIn, watch me on Facebook, watch me on Twitter or X, however you want to call it, Twitter or X, and watch me on YouTube as well. Shouts out to y'all. And like I said, be sure to also subscribe to the Alan Viz Media 2 YouTube channel. Wait a minute, that's supposed to come in. There you go. Subscribe to the Alan Viz Media 2 YouTube channel. Like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the Alan Viz Media 2 YouTube channel where you get content from this show, All About Sports 216, and the Triad Committee, which comes on Saturdays at 5. Everything, but we haven't came on in a minute, about 3 weeks, so we got to figure that out and everything. But also, happy birthday to my bro, Charles Whitlock. Unfortunately, I missed the party and everything and stuff. Had home duties, had to tend to. But shout out to my brother, Charles Whitlock. Graduated with me from Lincoln West and everything. Also, shout out to all the Virgos who had birthdays this past week. O.C. May, Shout out to you. Happy birthday to you. Shout out to all the Virgos that had birthdays this week. Also, next week, shout out to the Virgos' birthdays that's coming this coming week. My son's birthday is on the 18th, but he's a Steelers fan. But shout out and happy birthday to him as well. But anyway, I'm about to get off of here. Y'all have a good evening. Have fun. Don't do no crazy shit that I wouldn't do. And everybody stay safe and stay sound. Stay safe and sound. And like I said in the beginning of the show, my prayers and condolences to both families of Patrick Longbreak and Kevin Big Kev Harvey. Shouts out to y'all Browns fans. I know y'all was looking down at the Browns so the Browns could get this victory. Shouts out to y'all. But anyway, this your man Keith Allen for All About Sports 216 Cleveland Browns postgame show. And I'm out. Peace. Have a safe week. And I'll see you again next Saturday at 8 p.m. I'm out.
Here we go, brownies, here we go. Here we go, brownies, here we go. Here we go, brownies, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Here we go, brownies, here we go. Here we go, brownies, here we go. Here we go, brownies, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Cleveland is the city and town, orange and brown. You know what's going down, we reppin' that dog pound. Fans going crazy, dogs want a bone. Offense headed straight to the end zone. Ground game, pound game, this is our season. Now we need to stop. Let's go defense, special team, running back 6 for the score. Extra point good and the whole crowd roar. Here we go, brownies, here we go. Here we go, brownies, here we go.